Welcome to another episode of Mostly Sports Talk. I am your host, Clarence. In today's episode, I want to talk about these exhibition celebrity type boxing things, specifically Riddick Bowe. But before I start, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell to make sure you're notified when I drop my latest content. Now, on to today's topic. There have been a recent wave of these exhibition celebrity type fights, and for me, there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. On the good side, we got Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. Both of them look good and put on a great show. Nobody got hurt, which is the most important thing. But like I said, they made a lot of money, put on a great show. And then we had the whole Mayweather situation, which for me represented the bad. I get Floyd is all about the money, and a lot of people are all about the money. They don't care about any of that kind of stuff. They say, hey, get your bread. And me too. I don't knock nobody else's hustle. That's all nice and good. But all paydays ain't good paydays. Now, if I'm Floyd and I've made over $1 billion in my career, I'm not stooping down to that level to tarnish the sweet science and disrespect the board of boxing like that. No problem with him fighting another former boxer in an exhibition. He can make those big paydays that way too. But we all know why he's not going to do that. But that's a topic for another day. Anyway, I don't like seeing legitimate world-class fighters in these sideshow events. Again, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. Good for the Paul brothers. They're doing their thing. But yeah, Floyd's way better than that. But that brings me to my ugly. And for all the big budget pay-per-view extravaganzas like Mike Tyson and Mayweather, there are the much low budget ones without much fanfare. Recently, Evander Holyfield, former heavyweight champion of the world, made over $230 million during his career, worth maybe $500K if the internet is correct. Fighting a former MMA fighter, Vitor Belfort. He was a very good fighter in his day. Now, if you've seen Evander speak over the past few years, it's pretty clear he's not all there. He does a whole lot of mumbling. You can barely understand what he's saying most of the time. Now, he looked good. Physically. And not just look good for an older man. He looked really good. He looked better than a lot of guys half his age. However, once he got in that ring and started moving around, it became very clear he had no business being in there. He was slow to react and was dropped very quickly. And, the fight was stopped shortly after that. Now, I did say there was a good, the bad, and the ugly, but I did leave one out. And that was the sad. Just the plain old sad. It's been announced Riddick Bowe is going to be involved in a celebrity fight with none other than Lamar Odom, who that's a sad story in and of itself. Again, story for another day. Now, Riddick Bowe, another heavyweight champion, if you don't know who that is, had some epic wars with Holyfield. He was a very strong, physical heavyweight fighter. Took a lot of punishment, tough guy. And he lost it all, just like a lot of fighters do. I think the highest net worth I could find for him on the internet was $50,000. After making millions, he's worth $50,000 now. So it's pretty clear why he would, be involved in a fight like this. And he's just as sad as Holyfield. And let me take that back. As far as his mental faculties go, I can't tell who's worse off because they both do a lot of slurring of words and they're slow and you really can't understand them. But physically, let me just say this. Watch this clip. Look at him. Look at his feet. Look at the way he's, I know it's just shadow boxing or whatever, but look at his body language. Does any part of this dude look like he can actually sustain any kind of an offensive fight at all? It's just sad to see a former champion reduced to this. I'm watching the clip, while I'm talking about this, and it's just really sad. And what's worse is there's people in his corner that are actually rooting him on, telling him to do this, like this is a good idea. They're going to allow this man to get in a ring. There's actually a state somewhere that sanctioned him to get a boxing license so that he can fight. I mean, but hey, it's money, right? And we're all responsible. I mean, we all sign up for this stuff. We all sign up to watch the train wreck, and that's exactly what this is going to be. I, for one, will not watch a second of this, and I just pray that he won't get hurt too badly. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt at all, and he can make it out of this with all his faculties or whatever faculties he has left and get out of there and make a little bit of money. But anyway, I'm going to close it out right here. If this is your first time, don't make it your last. Are you guys a fan of these kind of fights? If so, who do you want to see next? What matchup do you want to see? I heard there's a few floating around out there. Like I said, or if you're like me, I'm really picky about these kinds of exhibitions and who I want to see. But anyway, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.